Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail heroic. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to kiss your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Dare to make war, we surrender. Falsehood, important news are new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a seaport planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall word, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Avery Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Deep Space Nine Wednesday for March 9th, 2022. Welcome, John DeMarco.
Thank you. Greetings, everyone.
Greetings, John. And anyone else who'd like to join the panel, the link is there. It'll be stuck to the top in a moment, but and we'll get through some chat first. Today we are watching season 6, episode 26, the season finale, Tears of the Prophets. And this is the episode where the beautiful Jadzia Dax is killed and the wormhole disappears. And Sisko has to reconcile if perhaps he made the wrong choice, leaving the station to follow orders on a massive counterattack against the Cardassians and the Dominion. Actually, when this episode premiered way back in 1998, I believe, it was the least viewed episode of the season. 3.1 million viewers, or 3.9, whatever it was. It was the least viewed episode of the entire 6th season. And only in hindsight has it become thought of as a excellent episode. It's generally considered one of the must-see episodes of the series, and I would have to agree. It is certainly one of the more important episodes.
Now, I'm surprised they had the least viewers. If we use the season finale, we usually get more watchers.
Yeah, but from what I read, because I don't remember it all, I remember watching it, but I don't remember the details surrounding it. But apparently at the time, the fact that Jadzia was dying was no surprise. They had even already cast Ezri to replace her, so they knew Nicole DeBoer was replacing her next season. Jadzia was dying in this episode. So a lot of the things that we might have suspected were surprises weren't. And I guess some people were just upset with the fact that Terry Farrell's contract didn't get renewed. And, they knew there was only going to be one more season at this point. So I don't know if it was just people upset Jadzia was dying, or if, what else could it be? I do know at this time, in New York anyway, which is a large market, the only real competition DS9 had was Voyager was on the exact same time on a different channel. DS9 was on our channel 11, and Voyager was on our channel 9 at the same time and the same day of the week, which I hated. Even though I was still a laissez-faire, didn't think government should interfere. I was like, maybe we need a law about not having Star Trek compete with itself. But no, I thought it through, and I said, no, the market will fix this. And, well, didn't fix it, but eventually we got Netflix, which is far better than waiting for a series to show up on a specific day of the week. Anyway, 54.5 Access Radio says, Tears of the Prophets, did they watch Discovery? Ha ha ha. Actor says, the war in Ukraine, maybe. I don't get the question. He says, on a lighter note, the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer looks good. I saw it quickly. I saw enough of it. I can't tell if it's good or not. Mako says, this is a good episode. Thank you, Mako. Keely Chow says, hey, everybody. And Qapla Keely. John DeMarco says, greetings to everyone. CDJ says, greetings. Greetings, John. Greetings, CDJ. I will pin the link for anyone else who would like to come up. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Just got back from Debbie's memorial service. And for those of you who don't know, Debbie was Mike's wife. Mike, mine and Mama Pray's hearts go out to you. I'm sure I speak for everybody here, our deepest condolences, and we, Mama Pray. Mama Pray thinks about you quite a lot and feels so sad and hopes you'll be okay, as do I. Today, March 9th, Mama Pray's sister passed away 30 years ago today. This was her younger sister, a sister she practically raised, and her closest person, closest friend, family, person, soul Mama Pray had in the world was her sister. And Mama Pray is no stranger to loss, but this was certainly one of the biggest. And I'll be honest, Mama Pray was never the same since. We love Mama Pray, we always do, but even as a kid, I can tell you Mama Pray was never the same. And Mike, you're never going to be the same either, but you go on. You'll go on, and things will be different, but they'll be. And Mama Pray believes, I believe, I don't know what you believe, Mike, but I strongly believe you will be reunited at some point. And the time won't really make a difference once you are.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mike, and I know it's been a long time, but sorry for your loss as well, Mama Bray.
John DeMarco is also sorry for your loss, Mama Bray. Thank you. Pop Culture Curator says, Qapla, hope you and the family are doing well. Thank you, Pop Culture Curator. Cinnabon says, oh no, it's the final episode of Good Trek. Well, if Salty Trekker was here, I think he'd say season 5 was the last good season of Good Trek. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. Captain Trek says, hello, Captain. The Random Menace is mad at the spoilers. Cinnabon says it's more like the franchise finale. Well, it's the Jadzia Dax franchise finale. Pop Culture Curator says hello to everyone in the chat. Captain Trek says to Random Menace to please write him on Twitter. Cinnabon says Obi-Wan will be amazing. Kathleen Kennedy says you're welcome. And Mike Richards, you are most welcome. Mago says, do people not like season 7 of DS9? Oh, I love season 7, Mako. I think we're joking that Salty Trekker doesn't like season 6 or 7 of DS9, especially season 7.
Yeah, I love season 7 personally.
Yeah, I think most DS9 fans. I mean, how do you not like Vic Fontaine and Ezri? The End to the War. You know. Kitty Bear, Bastard, the Shadow of the Band. Crazy Dutch Bastard, the Shadow Band. Says, hail all, and damn my mouse for dying on me. It makes it very hard to get on the net, get around on the net without it. I agree. And I did play the game, the zombie trilogy. You need a mouse for that too, apparently. I shot a zombie. I got 1 kill. That's 1 kill in about 15 minutes of playing. I guess I still have some more experimenting to do. CDJ says season 7 is awesome. It is. But for right now, let's get ready to watch season 6, episode 26. If you are new here, for some reason, head over to the Bird of Prey 5 screening room at birdofprey5.com/SR, and you'll be able to watch this episode live with us in just a minute or two. I'll hit play, and you can watch it there. If you're watching this after the fact, if this stream is already over, then you can go to, you can bring your own copy of the episode, season 6, episode 26, if you've got it on DVD, or you can stream it off of Netflix or Paramount Plus, or whatever might stream it in your country. Season 6, episode 26, Tears of the Prophets. Rock Solid Productions is in the house. He did a premiere earlier today. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, Ezri sucks. Doesn't deserve the symbiont. She's the Val Kilmer Batman of the Dax legacy. Well, some mean words, Rock Solid. I'm surprised. I am surprised. I disagree with most of that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get ready to watch. Head over to the screening room. I will count down. And if you can't watch in the screening room and you don't have your own copy, if you watch on YouTube, you'll get a screenshot every 10 seconds. So you know about where we are. Kitty Bear says, I'm about to watch a live stream into my toilet. I need to pee. That's like Yosef streams are wet and private. Rock Solid says, why are you surprised? I've never been an Ezri fan ever, because you're so, you get so angry and you say vile things. And thank you for taking care John DeMarco of that spam message.
No problem.
Rock solid that they'd rather play an Xbox than watch an Ezri-centric episode. Well, would you rather play here's the question. Would you rather play an emulated game on a gray market emulator or watch an Ezri-centric episode? I'm not going to wait for your answer, though. We're going to start counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Queuing up. And we open on Sisko and Kira walking to the Bajoran shrine, maybe? Yeah. The festival was a big success. And Kira is thanking him for insisting the festival take place despite the war. Sisko says, we have a lot to be thankful for. It's like, shouldn't you be heading over to the wardroom for the ceremony? I used to think they were calling it the war room. It would make more sense. Odo tries to come in to see Kira. Kira doesn't want to talk to him. Don't you want to hear his side? Somebody has to maintain order. He arrested a Vedic. Here. Odo would hardly call it a Vedic. Hardly call it an arrest. He was fundraising for Bajoran flood victims, but station regulations say no raising funds on the promenade. It's the orb of contemplation, and she's like, goodbye, Odo. Poor Odo, he's like Data. He thinks this means the relationship is over. Admiral Ross to Captain Benjamin Lafayette Sisko. He's getting his medal. The Christopher Pike Medal of Honor. And Dax says to think I knew him when he was just a cattled youth. Brian says, I bet even then he showed signs of greatness. And now the Admiral has some private words for him. It's time we take the offensive. Sisko's message finally got through. Starfleet has chosen you to plan the invasion of Cardassia. Wow. I have some singing to do. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And Rock Solid says, and I hate the Xbox. I'd rather play a Russian Dendy system than watch an Ezri-centric episode. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. CDJ says, I'd rather watch an Ezri-centric episode than play an Xbox, to be honest. And Cinnabon Bunny says Kira is responsible for Dax's death. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Mako says the video looks surprisingly good for such low res. Mako, we are actually watching an HD 960p version of DS9. You cannot buy this version. You can only download it from certain places. If you do a Google search, Deep Space Nine HD 960p Reddit, you will find the key to your gateway to HD DS9. The Random Menace is rock solid. You mean you're supporting the Russians? How dare you? Rock solid says technically it'd be a Soviet system. So why was Worf and Jadzia not bloodied up? Where there's no bruising? They were supposed to be exercising. And he's like, we were talking. It was a private matter. And Jadzia says, we're thinking of having a baby.
Well, things don't stay private with Jadzia for very long.
No. Bashir and Quark both heard this. Bashir is like, he told you before, from a medical point of view, it wouldn't be easy for a Trill and a Klingon to have a child. Quark says he's worried the kid would end up look like his father. And Jadzia says, I hope she does. It's bullshit. They totally have babies. All the races have babies. Well, if they have a kid, it means the marriage is going to last a lot longer than they thought. So, and that's the moment when Bashir finally realized he was never going to marry Jadzia.
Well, we know they can have babies because they had descendants in Children of Time.
Right. The Romulans are an arrogant and untrustworthy people, says Martok. I don't know about that, Martok. The Chintaka system is vulnerable. I don't need starships to protect Chintaka. A 1,000 plasma torpedoes and regenerative force fields. Why don't they put that on the ships? Oh, look at the Mars. Sorry, but they have a problem. What kind of problem? It's Gul Dukat. Isn't anybody going to be welcomed home? Wayun says heroes get welcomed home, not failures. Dukat says Wayun was standing right by his side, agreeing with every decision he made. And Damar says, if it's about your daughter, says, you disappoint me. So now Dukat is blaming Sisko for Zial's death. Dukat is a new man. No longer has a need for conquest or power. Yeah, I don't believe that. He exists in a state of complete clarity. Wow, that's not nice. Why did you come? You came to give him the Alpha Quadrant. Mako says Jeffrey Combs is a fantastic actor. They should have given him more to do. According to the Wikipedia article for this episode, Terry Farrell would have been happy if they had just cut back Jadzia's parts, if she had gone to a recurring character instead of a regular cast member. But the writers didn't think that would be possible. The Romulans, I like seeing the Romulans, the Klingons, and the Federation having their talks. Wow. John Araki, thank you, John Araki, for the super chat. Beers with the Prophets is greater than Tears of the Prophets, says John Araki. I agree, would be. What would it be like to get a non-corporeal being drunk? Sisko saying the only way to do a lasting victory is to demolish their shipyards, force them to go deeper, retreat deeper and deeper into their own territory, till they'll be surrounded and have no choice but to surrender. Sisko says he knows it won't be easy and will pay a heavy price. But it'll be the only way to drive them out of the Alpha Quadrant.
Interesting, they got a couple of guys in the background in TNG uniforms.
Really, I missed that. There's Vic. Here's to the losers. Hail, Karoga, Carlo. Oh, it's Dr. Bashir and Quark. They're alone, too. They're the only people in the bar. Cheers for Bird's Heart after tomorrow's doubleheader. Oh, yeah. A Picard and a Discovery episode. So hopefully the Picard episode is another good one. Bless them all. Oh, damn it. Blast them all. There it is. He knows. Mike Richards always liked Vic. Thanks, Mako. Yeah. Hey, to break it, you lost her a long time ago. So technically, you'd say you never had a chance.
You never really had her in the first place, to be honest.
Right. Although I will say, when Ezri told them it would have been him if not for war, that was a messed up thing for her to say.
Yeah.
Carlos says it's the loss of hope. That's heartbreaking. It is, but it can also be refreshing. I don't know that Jake would go on Martok's ship. And Martok would certainly not allow him if his father didn't approve. Wouldn't be honorable. The prophets give him a warning, but they're not explicit. It just says it's dangerous for him to leave. Carlos says a man must make his own way, despite the father's wishes. Well, yes, but he doesn't have to make his way on Martok's ship. Martok is a good friend of Sisko. He would have to find some other ship. Or a Romulan ship. How about you leave now, just so it's all that quicker. Romulans don't believe in luck, which means there will be a point in Picard or Discovery when a Romulan says, "Good luck."
Yeah, you're probably right.
Carlos says he let Alexander stay on board. Well, Worf let Alexander. Oh, Martok let Alexander stay. Yeah, I guess, but it was Worf's decision as to who stays on the ship. Mago says, "Good luck. Take my lucky Romulan coin." That's exactly it. Big words coming from somebody who had their ass saved by the prophets stopping the minion from coming through the wormhole. Wow, what short memories he has. Seems pretty crazy to me. Evil meets evil, says Carlo.
Always with the smashing of the artifact.
You could tell by the red in his eyes he's evil. Ah, Kira comes to Odo. What are you talking about? Said no woman ever. Carlos has some good ship porn in this episode. Yeah.
And Worf's got all the lines down.
Yeah, it was probably his last kiss.
Yeah, that's a great looking fleet, Carlo.
I'm not asleep, Mako. I'm watching. I guess
In fact,
Kira is responsible.
the answer Mako's question, yes, we do know the founders can live a very long time, but I don't know if they are necessarily immortal. We have seen a couple of them be killed also. Yeah, Mike, it was kind of like Tasha Yard, and not much meaning in that death. I wish they could have come up with something maybe just a little bit more heroic.
Again, according to the Wikipedia page, some of the things they were considering was Dax following. Ducat would have brought the Pah-wraith directly into the wormhole himself, and Dax would have followed him in. But the writers ended up just making it her dying on the station because they needed a way, I guess, to get her back to the station.
Yeah, they had to come up with a way to kill her but not injure the symbiont too much.
Carlos is a great victory, but at what cost? And a priority 1 transmission from DS9. Never a good sign. Mike Richards says that now Worf has been widowed twice just because of a contract negotiation.
I
So
think the
without
reason. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Without the prophet, Sisko is just a man.
Carlo asked, where is he that there's a Federation console behind him? I think he might still be on that shuttle that he made off with back from Waltz.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. You've got to ask him to come back for the kids. Doesn't that mean Jadzia is already dead?
She's just mostly dead.
Good answer. So apparently, what he's saying is actually a Native American death chant that was translated into Klingon. And they thought it was a shame the viewers wouldn't be able to understand the words, but I guess not ashamed enough that they decided to put a translation on the screen like they did in the movies. I wonder why.
Yeah, I was looking that up too. According to Memory Alpha, it translates as "Only Kronos endures. All we can hope for is a glorious death. Only Kronos endures. In death there is victory and honor."
Carlos says kissing Dax is no more. No, that's not true. Kissing Dax lives forever. The only one who got the handshake. That's why he's the greatest person in Starfleet history.
Exactly.
So I wonder if he takes a runabout to Earth, does someone fly it back for him? Or does he just get to keep it like at Starfleet for his use?
I guess he gets to keep it because don't they use the runabout in like those
Right.
first episodes?
Yeah. Guess so. It's nice to be captain. Cinnabon says Kira killed Dax to get command. I don't know if that passes future food safety. Food cleanliness. Bucket in the back alley. I just doesn't seem hygienic. Well, that was it for season 6 of Deep Space Nine. Season 7 coming up next week. I thought it was a good episode to end the season. I mean, unfortunate Jadzia had to die, but if she had to die, there was no great way of it happening. It would have been better earlier in the season, but if she had to come through to this episode, I don't think anything would have made anyone happy. Any last words, John?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good season finale as well. Sorry to see Jadzia go.
Yeah. I agree. And I'm sorry, don't gonna have a lot of time to stick around, but I do have to get ready for physical therapy. So anything you want to say, John?
Just thanks for having me on the panel. DS9 is always great.
You're welcome, and I agree. It is pretty much always great. I don't know what's next yet, Carlo. We've got it. We'll have season 7 take us through August. So we have pretty much all the summer with DS9. So we'll figure out what's next later on. Qapla All, bird out. But wait, there's more. The video might be over, but there's more fun to be had. First, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have clicked that bell icon to get notifications of new videos in your YouTube feed. Share this video on social media to help this channel fight the algorithm that favors big media. Also check out www.birdopray5.com for links to my other channels, various social media accounts, merch store, Dear Bop, affiliate links, and all your Bird O' Prey 5 needs. At the main Bird O' Prey 5 YouTube channel, you can find all sorts of live streams and unlisted videos, YouTube membership options, and a community section with polls and updates on the channel. On the secondary channel, Bird O' Prey 5X, you can find overflow content that doesn't always make the main channel. Subscribe to both channels, please. Thanks for watching. Remember, I stream almost every day. This is Bird O' Prey 5 saying goodbye, world. Until next time. P.S. Hail Sassy, hail Charlie, and of course, Hail Karoga.